but there'll be a throw in.
Geelong's defensive six tonight has functioned as well as it has done this season. Tom Harley's been in and out of the side, missed games. He's played his role beautifully. Enright, All-Australian. Milburn and Harry Taylor. Superb stuff.
Blake got it down again. Taylor and Burns collaborating for Geelong. Bartel, they power on to the wing.
You know what's interesting, boys? We've had 8 finals, and the winning team has been the highest ranked team on every occasion. So the final, you know, the round of 22, as
so
they
St
ended
Kilda
up.
will win then.
Right. On that theory, Hutto, St Kilda's got the premiership in the bag.
Not a big fan of that theory. Here's Harley.
Rob, who goes in favourite for the grand final now?
That's a good question.
It'll be pretty close, won't it?
Yeah, I reckon it'll be pretty close. But working on my theory, I'd say St Kilda.
Who does that man barrack for, I wonder?
Got a feeling I know. Arm in arm, Didak and Selwood.
When was the last time, Tim, we had an even money grand final?
That's a pretty good question. Maybe those Swans-Eagles ones were about as close as we got 2 years running.
Inglorious kick there from Joel Selwood out in the full. It matters not.
Nick Maxwell. He'll hurt out of this, Maxwell. One of 3 old boys of St Joseph's College in Geelong to be playing tonight. The other 2, of course, Matthew Scarlett and Cameron Ling, who are a couple of years ahead of him. There's a push in the back by Goldsack. And Jimmy Bartel gives him a little ticking off. And the gold lame jacket has come out with Geelong colours underneath it. Just to rub Jocker's nose in it a little more, Robert Walls. Your mate.
Well, Frankie Costa, he'd be happy, the Geelong president.
We saw a shot of him and Shirley early on. That's his wife, Luke. As the ball goes to the wing, Ling trying to spoil, unsuccessful. And it's Tuvey with Travis Cloak. Top of the goal square. Oh, the Cats actually probably didn't need to spoil. They could have taken the mark, but still doing the team things. Bartel linking up with Wojcinski and Kelly, and they are able to work their man loose. This time it's Milburn. But there's in no real hurry to push on from here. Back to Ling. 25 disposals for Cameron Ling. Now it's Bartel's turn.
This is a lot different from how it's going to be next week. All the pressure's gone out of this. It is going to be a high-pressure affair next Saturday, which is a statement of the obvious. But St Kilda, as they showed last night, just such a stern defensive outfit. In that round 14 classic, it was St Kilda by a goal. Steve Johnson was a late withdrawal that day. He's back. He's come through.
Sorry, Tim, I was going to say, it'd be really interesting to see what Geelong do tactically against St Kilda. They are pretty consistent in the way they set up. They don't tend to try and play too many tricks to go about their business. But we know with that unique way St Kilda play with their numbers back and their zone that has been the most miserly defence ever in the history of the game versus this continual play on that has been so good for Geelong. So it's set up for the best possible grand final.
So Steve Johnson has come off and is about to be wrapped in cotton wool. Tommy Hawkins has come on for that last shot at the television. As the Cats play out time, 73-point leaders. They are marching into the grand final. It's been a painful night for Collingwood, but a night of triumph for this club, which staggered for a couple of months in the second half of this season, sufficiently to have even its most faithful beginning to wonder. But they reckoned without their hardness, without their belief, and without the pain of last year's defeat, and its effect. There's an extraordinary finish now as Geelong really just keeping themselves out of trouble, keeping the ball out of Collingwood's way, and the Magpies with no will for the battle anymore. It's a bit of a sad end to what for an hour was a very spirited contest.
Such is the modern way. So they wind it down. Finally a kick to a contest. And the siren sounds. Geelong will meet St Kilda in a AFL Grand Final for the first time ever. Our appetites have been whetted.